guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, it is a designer review. I haven't done one of these in some time. I wanted to talk about two of my favorites designer belt, and so it's the Hermes H belt and the Loewe anagram belt. The reason why I wanted to film this review is that because they are very similar. So I got the Hermes one like 1.5 years ago. My most recent one is the Loewe, but they are basically very similar, same concept, very different prices. So I thought I'm gonna film a full review because, for example, if a lot of you like the Hermes H belt, but obviously it is very expensive, it is over 700 euros, that is I think a lot of money for a belt, then I felt like I have to go on my YouTube channel and suggest everyone to go get the Loewe one because it is a very good price, and these belts, with the fact they are reversible, is like you buy one belt and then you have basically two for the price of one, and I thought it's so brilliant, and I was like, these are my new favorite things in belts, they need to be reversible. So let's start the review. I'm gonna compare them, I'm gonna give you as many details as possible about both of them. I'm gonna show you details, and then I'm gonna show you me wearing them on my outfits as well. I'm gonna try them on, so I feel that by the end of this video you kind of have like a clear idea of both of them, and then if you are thinking of purchasing one of those, then you can have, you know, a better idea, and it can help you shopping more wisely. I want to start from the Loewe one, also because it's the most recent, so I still have all the packages around. Like, I don't have today to show you the Hermes box of my belt because it's upstairs in storage with like all my designer boxes items. This is the box. It is quite a sturdy box, so you can easily also reuse it for other things, and I always love this about designer boxes. You can use it for storage, and it's like, anyways, you can make a very good reuse of this. And then of course, like, all the warranty papers are inside, and this is the dust bag, and this is the belt. This is the belt, and as I anticipated, it is reversible. So what I think is so brilliant about this belt is that you buy one designer belt, which is obviously quite of a high price. Then you can wear it, for example, in this case, either on the black side or on the tan brown side. And I love it because you really have two different belts for the price of one. Let's go into detail of the belt. So in terms of sizes, now I couldn't find so I normally get size 85 in belts. This is very personal, of course. You have to measure yourself to find the best size for you, but personally I have very wide hips, so because I like to wear my belts in so many different ways. I wear it, of course, with jeans, but I also wear it like high-waisted with dresses in summer, but I also wear it in like lately I've been wearing a lot blazers belted with like my belt on top of my blazer. I like to wear it on top of winter coats. If you like to also have all these options like I normally do, it's better that you get a bigger size rather than a smaller one, because in a bigger size you can always add like a hole, then make it like a smaller size. But of course, if it's a too small size, you cannot do that. So I do have that with some belts, but if I can and if it's available online, I always try, if it's possible, to get one size up. So normally I get size 85, but in the Loewe this time I got size 90. Basically, this is the space you have, and then, you know, this part, when you wear it in this specific belt, goes inside. So if it goes a little bit more inside, it doesn't bother you. I picked mine from My Theresa, the designer website. I love it. I always find what I love there, so that's always my first destination for buying designer items online. It is 370 euros, so basically you pay 370 for the belt, but you actually have two colors belt, so one black and one tan. So if you think about it, you actually pay 185 each. This is actually half price than the Hermes one. So I think it's like such an excellent buy, especially for spring, summer. A lot of times you just want to wear, you know, a white t-shirt or a white tank top with like jeans or like plain beige linen trousers, for example, and then so you have a very simple basic outfit, and I think like the belt elevates your simple look so much. So for me, like a very nice belt, especially in like the warmer month where you don't wear coats and you really can show your outfit, I think it's so important. I quickly grabbed my phone because, as I always do in all my designer reviews video, I want to give you very exact information, so I'm just gonna quickly read them for you, but then I can show you with the video in, like, you know, real life, which I think is so much easier to understand than a standard website. Anyways, so the belt, it is called Loewe Anagram Reversible Leather Belt. And I went for the color black and tan because these are, you know, I know that are the colors that I would wear the most. I also really like this belt in the, there is like an off-white color that I think it is really nice for summer, so I might consider that later on. But for now, this is the two colors that I normally wear the most in belts in general, so I stayed on the safe side. And as I said, the price, it is 370 euros, which I think is very good for a designer belt. And then in terms of measurements, so I said mine, it is quite of a big size, it's a size 90. But I normally also wear size 85. Normally 85 is my size in belts, but I went for 90 because I wanted to, you know, have the chance to play around with all my stylings. So the width, it is 29 millimeter, and the buckle width, which is a little bit standing out, it is 37 millimeters. So very similar to the Hermes one, mine Hermes one. So this one, so the Loewe is 29, the Hermes is 32. So there is really a slight difference. Another very big difference between the two belts is that, so the Loewe one, it is a smooth leather, and I have to say it is very, you know, durable, soft. I don't have even a scratch yet, so I thought it was like excellent. And then the buckle, because it is this anagram Loewe, like it can't really scratch because it's not like, you know, a piece of like solid gold where you can see the scratches. It is like, you know, it's like basically four Loewe L put together. While the Hermes one, it is a Togo leather, it is the same leather of my Birkin, which is a grainy leather on the brown side and it is different on the black side. I always love a grainy leather because it doesn't scratch, so I think if I have the option, I like to have a grainy leather because it's just like safer. But I have to say that the H logo in the Hermes belt, it does scratch really easy. So it is, I do have like small little signs on it, which I don't mind because I would even purchase this belt vintage because when I buy this sort of items, I don't mind if at one point, you know, you buy it to wear it. So of course there's gonna be a little scratch at one point, but these for me are like lifetime investments, so I don't plan on selling them. Like I know that I want to keep this belt for the rest of my life, so of course there's gonna be some little scratches. Some items, when they are like lived in, I think they look even better, that they're not like super brand new, so and like stiff. So I don't mind about that. I want to quickly demonstrate you how easy it is to just swap the color. You have the buckle here, you push it out, and then you know you have the buckle. This is the other side. You just put it in again in the same way. You push it in, super easy. I feel that the Loewe one is easier than the Hermes, and I think it's because the leather is so soft. So it makes it even easier. And then when you wear it, you just slide this part in, and then you push your buckle in your desired hole. And this is how it looks on the black side. Pretty much the same thing with the Hermes one. I just feel that because it's a different kind of leather, this one is more stiff. I almost feel like I'm almost like damaging the belt. I'm not, but you know what I mean, because you have to pull harder. So I'm a bit like, but anyways, it's done. It's probably more a psychological thing that, because I really take super good care of my things. So, so this was on the tan. The buckle was on the tan side. You just turn it around, put it on the black side, and then push it in, and then you have a black belt. And then you wear it in the same way, so you push it in the buckle and then your desired hole, and you close it. So you see, it is pretty much the exact same concept. And now let's go into details for the Hermes H belt as well. So as I said, I don't have the box with me today here, but this is the way I store my belts. So basically in my walk-in closet I have a sort of like belt drawers, and I have all the belts in their dust bag, and I think this is the best way you can maintain it. Like when you buy this belt, it comes, so there is the Hermes box, and then it comes basically in two separate bags. So you have the belt in the dust bag, and then there is a smaller dust bag with the buckle. Because what I think it is also really cool about this belt is that you can make your own. So if you take a look even at the Hermes website, you can buy belts online. It's not like a quota bag that you have to put your wish down. You can just like buy these online, and you can choose, you know, the belt, you can choose the colors, you can choose the sizes. I went for the 32 millimeters, and you can choose the buckle. So I went for the gold because I wear mainly gold hardware and accessories, but you can have it silver, you can have it rose gold, you can have it so many, and you can have it in like different finishing as well. Mine is like the most simple one, I think, but you know, it really reflects my style, especially like the two colors, tan and black. I really enjoy wearing the tan with like lighter colors in the summer, but I think I wear them equally. Maybe the black more in winter and then the tan more in the summer. But I am obsessed with wearing like white with tan in summer, so I really love it. And in terms of prices, the Hermes one, it is 715 euros, so pretty much the double of the Loewe one. So you might think, why do you need both? I wear these belts in quite of a different way because of the brand. So for example, yeah, the color is very similar, but I think I wear the Hermes one mostly with like jeans and a t-shirt, and then the Hermes belt. Or for example, yeah, I feel that because it is a bit, if you want, pretentious to show the H logo, I like to dress it down a bit, if you know what I mean. And then, for example, because it's like a brand logo, if I wear, I don't know, a Chanel bag, I don't like to have Hermes and Chanel and blah, like all these big brands together, that I feel that then my outfit becomes like very loud. It feels a bit like, it looks like, even if you don't want to, but it almost looks like you want to show off brands, and that is never my intention. So I think in that case, this Loewe one, because of course Loewe is first of all a brand that is a bit like, maybe like less known than Hermes, than the Hermes H. So maybe a lot of people, they wouldn't think that this is like, you know, a designer belt. They will just think like, oh, it's a very nice belt. If I wear a Chanel bag, like you see in the cutaway, I prefer to wear the Loewe, just because it's a more subtle. Overall, I think that, of course, I love both belts, but the Hermes H is very striking, so if you like something more subtle, I would say like go for the Loewe. And then, of course, I just think that this is such a good price belt. So I was like, I have to go and film a video to like suggest everyone to go get this belt, because of course Loewe is very popular at the moment, but it's always been, for like, if you like fashion and if you are into brands, it's always been like a very good quality brand, and it's just like having more of a moment at the minute, but it's not going anywhere. So I think it is a very solid buy, this one, for spring summer. And then I also think that, because now it's gonna come like holiday season, for example, and these type of pieces, they are excellent for packing your luggage, because you can have only one belt and then it really looks different when you style it in different ways in your outfit. So it really looks like two belts. So I think also, you know, when you pack your luggage, especially if you just go away with a carry-on for a weekend, I think this type of pieces, to have this type of pieces is just like, you know, what you want. Perfect. Anyway, so I wanted to say finally that in this video I didn't really go into depth in like how to measure your perfect sizing, because just a few months ago I filmed also a Celine Triomphe belt review, and there in that video I explained in details how you can understand your sizing on when you buy on a website. So I'm gonna leave you that video there here linked, so you know, for reference you can watch that video. And even if it's about, you know, the Celine belt, but I also talked about like how you measure your belt size in general, so that can apply to any belt, really. Anyways, I hope I covered everything. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate, just leave me a comment, and I always try to get back to everyone. And let me know what designer item I should review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video, it really means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!